So an interesting thing that sometimes happen around this time every single year is that a lot of people's iPhone's battery health ends up kind of coming down. Now, this is something that's very interesting because your battery health of your iPhone, once it's gone, it can't really come back. And for a lot of people, if you actually take a look at your device and you take a look at your battery health as of this point, you might actually notice that within the last month or two, you may have seen that your battery health has gone down quite a bit. Now, the first thing that I always keep in mind is that within the first year, you're probably going to see like 2 or 3% battery health degradation. And then after the first year, you're probably going to see like 3%, maybe consistently, maybe 4%, depending on how much you use your iPhone. Now, there's chances where it may not even go down at all, but typically within the first year, you should see anywhere from like 2 to 3%. Around this time is when that year mark kind of comes up. And for a lot of people, what ends up happening is they will go through and they will start using their iPhone a little bit more. They'll start updating their iPhone a little bit more. And over time, these updates and these upgrades end up going through and getting a little bit better for calculating your battery health. But when you go ahead and update your iPhone, what ends up happening is your iPhone ends up overheating like crazy. It ends up, kind of being a little bit more, upgraded. So because of that, your battery health calculations end up getting better and better. And that's what ends up happening is that by this time, usually within the last 2 months, not only is your iPhone being used more, but the calculations are getting better. And so your battery health just ends up naturally going down. Now, the other thing here too is that a lot of people have installed iOS betas inside of their iPhone. So, once the iOS 18 beta comes out in June and the next beta comes out the month after, people will usually go ahead and upgrade their phones and update their phones. And what ends up happening here is that these devices end up having those newer, versions of software and everything like that. But it ends up causing so many issues. It ends up overheating their phones like crazy as well. So you end up getting these devices that end up giving you these types of software updates, but they end up having some issues here and there, like this one may have, like with iOS 18. It's giving you those software updates that are just, a little bit more, they just overheat your phone a little bit more, and they kind of cause some issues here and there a little bit as well. So those are some reasons why your iPhone ends up, why everyone's battery health on their iPhone ends up going down over time. But specifically with people who are using their phones more towards the end of the year, but also if they're going through and installing some betas inside of their devices, that can almost always, cause some battery health degradation as well. And to, just to kind of remind you, battery health degradation is totally normal. These types of things happen all the time, and it's totally okay if your battery health does end up coming down. It's totally okay. So that pretty much covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.